Imagine being in the middle of a battle, surrounded by enemies, but the army in front of you advances in complete silence, without a single war cry. How can an army be terrifying without making the slightest sound? This is the power of Roman discipline. Instead of flouting, the Romans used silence as their most fearsome weapon. Today I will tell you why this strategy changed the course of war in ancient Rome. The Roman army, known for its relentless organization, didn't need thunderous war cries to assert dominance. Their power didn't come from rage, but from order and precision. And in this video, we're going to discover how Roman silence terrified their enemies and secured decisive victories. If you're passionate about military history and the surprising strategies of ancient Rome, stay with us. The best is yet to come. The Roman army wasn't based on brute strength or unleashed fury. What truly made them invincible was their discipline, organization, and control. While other armies relied on shouting and chaos to instill fear, Rome trusted in perfect coordination and strict obedience to the chain of command. In the midst of battle chaos, Roman officers needed to transmit orders quickly and clearly. Until on other battlefields, the noise and disorder prevented effective communication. The Romans always kept their composure. Silence wasn't just an option, it was a strategic necessity. This total order and control during combat allowed the Romans to act with lethal precision. Each soldier knew exactly what to do and when to do it, giving them an edge no disorganized enemy could match. The Roman army had an advanced communication system to maintain order amid battle. High-ranking officers used standards and flags of different colors to signal tactical movements. These visual signals were quickly interpreted by mid-ranking officers, who then verbally communicated them to the troops. In addition, for short distances, they used acoustic signals like trumpets and horns, which could be clearly heard even in the heat of combat. This combination of visual and acoustic signals ensured that orders were transmitted without getting lost in the chaos. To ensure these signals were not lost, the Romans enforced absolute silence among the ranks. It wasn't a suggestion, it was a strict rule. Those who made unnecessary noise, even during combat, could be reprimanded by their officers. Imagine standing in front of an army advancing in complete silence without a single war cry, while disorganized tribes and armies screamed and scattered. The Roman army moved with perfect synchronization, without making the slightest sound. This silence wasn't just tactical, it was psychological. Against the noise and clamor of the enemy, Roman silence conveyed a sense of inevitability. It was as if defeat were predestined, only a matter of time. The Romans didn't need to shout to assert their power. Their orderly advance and imposing presence were enough to plant fear in the hearts of their enemies. It was the silence of death, a reminder that Roman power wasn't based on fury, but on coldness and absolute control, even in the midst of battle chaos. This use of silence as a psychological weapon wasn't just theory, it was a proven practice with devastating effects on the battlefield. A clear example of this occurred at the Battle of Alesia in 522 BC, where the Roman general Julius Caesar and his legions besieged the Gauls led by Vercingetorix. Although the battle focused on the siege, what made the difference was the silent precision with which the Romans built fortifications, repelled attacks from multiple fronts, and kept morale high all while their enemies descended into despair and chaos. An even more striking example occurred at Watling Street in 61 AD, when the troops of Roman governor Gaius Suetonius Paulinus faced a much larger army, led by Queen Boudica. Though outnumbered, the Romans maintained absolute control over their formation, advancing complete silence and not flinching when the enemy attacked. Roman silence wasn't just a military strategy, it was a philosophy of control. Rome did not march into war like any other army. It marched like a civilization that believed in order, duty, and control even in the midst of chaos. Their silence was not a weakness, but one of their most chilling forms of dominance. Are you surprised by this Roman tactic? Do you believe silence can be as powerful as the chaos of war? Cries, leave your opinion in the comments. If this Roman strategy intrigued you and you want to keep uncovering more secrets of history, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Here's another video you'll definitely enjoy. Click and keep exploring with us.